should have been able to believe Jesus without the shadow of a doubt. But we see that none of them actually did believe him until he came back from the grave, okay? They didn't believe that he was going to the cross. They didn't believe that he was going to allow the man that he made to put him on the cross. They did not believe that. They could not comprehend that. They could not understand that because their belief was that he was an earthly king, came down here to set up an earthly kingdom, and he would rule the world from his own earthly kingdom while he was down here. But he often taught them that I didn't come from this world, I came from heaven. And when I leave here, I'm going back to heaven. So while I am here, you all pay attention to what I'm doing. You all listen to what I'm saying. Just like Solomon told his son, children, listen to my instruction. I have some good instructions for you. And guess what? I'm not going to be here with you forever. One day I'm going to leave here and go back to my Father, and I'm going to leave you all in charge when I go back, okay? And you all don't have to be perplexed. You don't have to be confused. I'm telling you this up front. So pay attention to what I'm doing, because the work that I have to do, I will not have an opportunity to finish that particular work. I will finish the work of redemption, but there are other works that I have to do that I'm going to leave in your hands. I want you all to spread the gospel throughout the whole wide world after I leave here. And in order for you to be able to do that, you have to be able to believe in me and trust in me. But if you see the apostles, half of the apostles had the wrong understanding and the wrong idea. Okay? They were willing to go part of the way, but they were not willing to go all of the way. They were pliable people the same way you have a lot of pliable people in the world today. They'll go part of the way with you, but when the rough going gets tough and the road gets rough, they're ready to turn around and go back the other way. You see, when the going got tough with Jesus getting ready to go to the cross, and remember, even old Doubting Thomas, the pessimist Thomas, he was the one that suggested he didn't want to turn back. The rest of them wanted to turn back. But Thomas said, no, if he's going to Jerusalem to die, let's all go to Jerusalem and die with him. But they were ready to turn back. Even when they came and got Jesus and got ready to put him on the cross, all the apostles, all of them had deserted him. Okay? Peter was following at a far off. He was still around, but he was following at a distance, because he did not want to be identified with Christ, because he knew the same way that Christ was suffering, it was a chance that he himself would have to suffer too. So when you look at the 12 ordinary men, the 12 apostles, talking about Andrew and Peter, James and John, Matthew and Thomas, and Bartholomew and Thaddeus, and Simon the Less, and Judas, and James the Less, and Judas Iscariot, all 12 of those ordinary men, Jesus knew every one of them before he ever called them. He knew their profession, he knew their vocation, he knew their intelligence level, he knew everything about them even before he called them, but yet he still called them. The same way he is calling each one of us today. He know your background, he know about you, he know everything that you have done, but yet he has still called each one of us, Sister Jackie, out of the darkness into his marvelous light. And there are a lot of people, if they know your reputation, if they know you have been or has been in the past, they don't want anything to do with you. You've been a tax collector, you've been a cheat, no one like you, you're a despicable person. I don't think I want anything to do with you. I don't need you on my team. I don't need people like you on my team, James and John. You all are hot-headed. I can't really trust you all. I give you all a little power, a little authority. You'll destroy a whole lot of people, so I don't think I need people like you either. And Peter, you're the one that's always boasting about what you're going to do, but I really can't depend on you. You always saying that you'll die for me and you'll never deny me and all that kind of stuff. Peter, I know about you. I'm God. I know about you, and I don't even know if I want you on my team either. Jesus looked at every one of their background. Come here, Thomas. Thomas, you're skeptical. You're a pessimist. You're a downer. I don't think I need any doubters following me, because the job that I have for you to do is too important for me to put in the hands of someone with you all's reputation. Plus, you haven't showed me not a degree. I didn't see you had a degree in theology. Didn't see you had a degree in nothing. All that you've been doing is out fishing. You've been out earning money. You've been working for your daddy. I don't know. You got to show me a degree. He didn't tell them none of that stuff. Why? Because he did not want people that was Mr. Know-it-alls. That's right. That's why he got somebody like me, Craig. got somebody like me that didn't know a whole lot.
A whole lot. Yeah.
So when people see me teaching or see me preaching the same way they see you and you and you and you,
Exactly.
they'll be confounded. I can't believe that Sister Jackie's up there. She was so shy, I never did believe she'd get in front of anybody and speak. I'm confounded now because, man, she did a good job, you all. I didn't know she could do stuff like that. But that's just why he did that, to confound the people that's wise, to confound the people that think that they know everything. So when we look at these 12 ordinary men, the last ones that was there with Jesus, they knew him better than anybody else knew him. In fact, the fact is that he didn't really call them until he was in his ministry about 1.5 years. When he came out of the wilderness from being tempted by the devil, that's when he began to call the disciples to follow him and the apostles to follow him. And from that time on, they began to follow Jesus. Somebody say, where are you going? He said, foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. Well, we still want to go. You must deny yourself. You must take up your cross. Then you can follow me. And that's just what every one of them did.